Oh yes, here's Yuvraj. Hi. I can see Veena. Hi, Veena.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Do you know how many people we're expecting, Veena?
People will join in, I think, 5 minutes. We can
just come in and out. Okay. All right, then. I think we'll make a start and I'll go from person to person. I'm just going to tell you a little tiny bit about me because I'm going to ask you all to tell me something about yourselves. So just a little bit about myself. So I'm a teacher. I teach from home now, online, mostly reading, writing, English and conversation and phonics. And I live in Buckinghamshire in the UK. And I've got 3 sons. And today, this is the last thing I'm going to say, I'm feeling extremely proud because my youngest son has just been offered a place at the Royal College of Music to do a degree. And it's something he's been working for years and years, and it's so exciting. So I'm kind of excited and proud mum today, as well as teacher. So that's a bit about me. So first of all, who shall I talk to? Atol, can I talk to you first?
Sure, ma'am.
Great. Do you want to put your video on? Up to you, but
sure.
Hi, nice to see you. So can you just tell me something about yourself, please? Anything you like.
My name is Atul Kumar. I'm from Jamshedpur in Jharkhand, India. And I'm currently based in San Jose, California. And I run a startup connector, Ren Ventures, and few non-profits to connect entrepreneurs and startups, and also alumni of my college and school.
Right. So you're actually in the States at the moment then?
Right.
Yes. All right. Okay. And how's life over there?
Like everywhere else, we are in lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that brings me on to question number 2, actually, because that's really all about the lockdown, and it's really sort of like, what changes have you seen during the lockdown? So either in yourself or just in the world around you, in the community. What do you think have been the main things that have changed in the world for you or for everybody?
So one thing I have noticed in the last 1 year in the post-COVID world, that people have become much more nicer to each other, closer to each other.
Yeah,
people are less selfish, and people trying to help each other more than they used to do in the pre-COVID days. So that's the plus positive aspect. The negative aspect is that we all have to avoid each other, social distancing. So emotionally, we are coming closer, but physically a bit distant. And a lot of jobs have been lost, a lot of lives have been lost. So that's a bit disturbing.
Yeah. Yes, it's been a strange year, hasn't it? But certainly people, I think there's more communities coming together. Yeah. Right. I've met more of my neighbours this year than I ever have before. So, yeah. Just thinking a bit more about, have you been in America for the whole of the lockdown?
I guess so. I mean, I was in India last year, but yeah, we didn't have a lockdown at that time. Maybe I'm not remembering, but yeah, mostly US for the last 1 year.
Yeah. So do you think it's the same the world over then? Do you think maybe people are being more friendly everywhere, or is it just in the Western world? Do you think it's the same, perhaps at home in India? Do you think the changes there are going to have been quite similar?
It's similar everywhere, but it's also disturbing in few parts where it's very crowded. So New York is very disturbing because people did not follow the social distancing. So many people are used to living in a crowded environment. Yeah. Bombay also had similar, it's like New York City. So Bombay also had lot more deaths, Bombay and Maharashtra, because of people not able to follow the lockdown discipline.
Yeah.
And same in my home state of Bihar, Patna. There also people think that nothing will happen to them, and people were very casual or careless. So a lot of lives were lost because of lack of maintaining the social distancing protocols.
Yes, absolutely. Hasn't it? And like you say,
Yeah.
the crowded areas, but people as well just not wanting to be told what to do, I think is an element of that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to ask you one more question, I think. Can you tell me something about your hobbies? What do you like to do in your spare time?
My main hobby is to help people. So that's what I spend most of my time in, through helping in whatever startup they need or help in career and jobs, guiding people, counseling people. That's what I do most of my time. But besides that, I also love sports. So before lockdown, I would play tennis, or and even in the lockdown, at every morning at least I take a long walk. Music, films, books. So these are the type of
That's good.
hobbies.
Yes, it's been interesting with the lockdown, with people's exercise has changed. So I go swimming every day, and in lockdown the pool was shut, so I had to go running every day. And I met lots of people who were also doing the same thing, and we'd be saying hello to each other, and it was quite at a distance, obviously. But now we're under a lot of restrictions, but the swimming pool is open, so I'm okay. But yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Lovely to know a bit more about you. Thank you. So who's next? V.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Veena. Hi, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Do you want to put your video on? Hi, nice to see your face. So I know a little bit about you because you told me about your school and that you're a teacher. Anything else you could say about yourself that I don't know yet? I'm sure there's lots of things.
I like to do meditation, and for that I'm associated with one group.
Oh, do you?
And that is Osho. I'm associated with Osho.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's interesting. Does that help you relax?
Yeah, to relax. And actually, I'm having some anxiety problems also due to high blood pressure. So this gives me relaxation.
Yeah, so you need to chill out, don't you? I know being a teacher is likely to give you high blood pressure, isn't it? It's a very stressful job at times, isn't it? How wonderful it is. Can be very stressful. Do you have any children? Do you have a family?
No,
or
me and my husband both. I don't have any child because I am having lots of children. I think there are lots of children who need some mother, so I am there for them.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Okay, so the the theme today is about what changes people have seen during the lockdown. So good or bad, things have changed in the world and for ourselves personally. I mean, I've noticed, I said just now that I've met more of my neighbours this year than ever before. People are trying to help each other more. We have WhatsApp groups around our road. I know a lot more people than I did. So there are some positives, but how do you think things have changed? Sort of from
the first thing is that family is coming closer and closer due to this lockdown, because they don't have any other place to visit. They have to come to the either to the native place or to the place where the family is living. So by this they are coming very much closer. And the second thing is we are learning lot, like online classes. We are enhancing our knowledge. So this is the best thing which we are doing.
Yes, and it's I think we've all learned a lot more about technology as well, and just imagine what it would have been like if we couldn't have had Zoom and things like that. It would have been a lot worse, wouldn't it? So I'm interested actually. So in your lockdown, How many people are you allowed to have your family come to visit in your house, or do you have to
Because everyone is coming.
Bubble has. Do you have bubble?
We have a Saturday Sunday get together every Saturday
Okay.
Sunday, because on the everyday student, because there are lots of kids in our family, they are having their online classes on Saturday Sunday. It's off. On the weekends we are having lots of fun. It's like we are celebrating Corona every time, every day.
And can you see? Are you allowed to be in? Can you visit?
Yeah, we can visit
people's houses.
Yes, we can visit.
You're lucky. We can't. So we're not allowed to meet anyone indoors who's not in our bubble. So your bubble is the people that you live with. So I'm lucky that 2 of my sons live at home. So we have a bubble.
No, we can visit anywhere.
We can't. So we can see people outside, not inside. It's a bit sad at the minute for that, but you know, we'll get there. So so do you think there's been much change in the world in general over the lockdown?
In general, like environment is now more cleaner, because people were inside the home, no vehicle, nothing, no factory was there, everything was shut down. So now environment is better than it was in January and March.
Yeah, cleaner air.
Yeah, we can see the sky, we can see the clear sky, which was not visible due to this pollution.
Yeah, that's good that there's some good things coming out of it as well, isn't there?
Yes.
All the vaccinations and all that kind of thing. I think there'll be a lot more progress on that too. So can I ask you another question? One more, and then I'll have to move on. So just trying to think how to, if you won a lottery, there we go, this is a good question. How would you spend the money?
It depends the amount of the money.
That's true, actually. As I was looking at that question, I thought, well, it depends how much you win. If you don't win very much.
If it's in crores,
millions of pounds.
Then I'll just go and open my school today only. And
you get this.
And then I'll give free education to the students, because due to their blessing, I'm getting this lottery.
Perfect. That sounds brilliant. Well, I hope you win the lottery in that case. Sounds really good. Okay, thank you, Dina. Thank you. So now I'm going to Aritra. Did I say that right?
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello. I hope I said your name right. I'm not.
Yes, Auditro. It's Auditro actually, not Auditra. Auditro.
Aritra.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay, I'll do my best.
How are you, ma'am?
So can you tell me something about yourself?
Well, I guess you already know my name. So I would tell you something special about myself. I am the one who loves to do something out of the box. By that, I mean, I don't want to follow the crowd. Like 100 people are doing one thing, I would like to do something another. I would like to take risk, do something bold, do something extraordinary in my life, which most people fear not to do.
Yeah. So you're unique, aren't you? Yes. Anything in particular that you want to achieve then, or is it just in general you like to do something different to everybody else?
Well, I always like to do something different than everybody else.
Yeah, brilliant. I like it. So so the question about changes then during lockdown. So what do you think has changed either for yourself or your community or the world? What do you think have been the biggest changes we've seen? Oh, I can see you now.
Yeah. Well, see, during the lockdown, first of all, I would talk about the negative things. A lot of people died because of Corona, and when the lockdown began, a lot of people are staying at home, and that is very depressing because a lot of people has the habit of going out of their house, especially the office goer, and now they have to stay at home, so they get very bored at all. And also there is a new change called work from home. Students are also studying from online class. Now there is a negative effect, that is if a particular student is studying for 8 hours in an online class, it seriously hampers his eye. So that is one negative effect, I would say. And regarding positive effect, I would say that the nature has improved, because since human beings are not going out, animals can roam freely.
Yeah.
there is less pollution in the environment. That is one
Okay.
positive.
Yes, that's good. I wonder how long that will last. I think. Do you think people will make those changes permanent with the environment, or do you think it's gradually going to change back again as we get?
I beg your pardon.
So do you think that so obviously there's been some positive change in the environment, but do you think we'll remember that, or do you think in a few years' time we'll just be back to all the pollution and everything else?
Well, after a few years, everything would go to normal.
Yeah, when we start to get back to
Yes, when
flying
the
around.
COVID period is over, then everything would go to normal before COVID. Like same like that.
Yeah. So do you think you've changed over lockdown as a person? Has it changed you in any way?
Myself.
Yeah.
Well, change. Yes, I utilize my time properly. That I would say. I help in my household work. I exercise regularly, and I also started reading books.
All right. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So what do you do to keep yourself fit and healthy then? Are you into sports or
My
running?
hobby.
How do you keep healthy?
How did I change myself?
How do you keep healthy and fit? Do you have any?
Well, I go to the gym 4 days a week.
Yeah. So your gyms are all open, are they? Not had to. Did the gym close at all over lockdown?
Yes, the gym obviously closed during the lockdown, but still I managed to exercise.
Yes,
Some days.
same here. I had to go running instead of swimming, but I did something. I think a lot of people had to change what they were doing, didn't they?
Yes,
So,
exercise is necessary for
yes,
fitness.
absolutely. So, right, okay. I'm just thinking if I'd ask you anything else. What would be your dream job if you could do anything?
My dream job?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want any job actually. I want to start my own business.
Oh, okay. All right. What do you want to do?
Yes.
You know what would your business? What's your business going to be?
Well, online business basically.
Yeah.
And regarding my business, I would like to solve the problem of mental health in our country and throughout the world.
Oh, fantastic. So do you mean like maybe doing counseling or?
No, not like that. I would create a platform where the psychologist and the patient can connect with each other, because you see, in our country there is a stigma attached to the mental health issue.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to visit the psychologist because they think people would think they are maniac, they are a loser, they are mad. So they can do that from the comfort of their home.
I think that's absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, attitudes are changing a bit here, but there's still always a stigma. I have a son who has mental health problems, and so I can really relate to that. And I think that's fantastic. And I wish you well. Good luck with that. That sounds really good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So who do I need to talk to? Who's next? Oh, Yuvraj, you're next on my list. Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi there. Oh, your voice sounds a little. Is your internet working all right?
Yes, ma'am. My internet is good.
Okay. Your voice. It sounds
It's
a little.
all
I'm
right.
going to try and. Yeah, it just sounds a little bit sort of breaking up a little bit, but I'll try and hear you. Can you tell me something about yourself then?
Ma'am, actually, I am a student and I am a student with school, which is an English school, and study. My hobby is just writing about something which I have in my mind. So
Okay.
that's
Do you
all.
mean like writing stories? Do you write stories?
No, ma'am. I just like to write about some specific topics.
Okay, right, good. So you like to write. And how long have you got left before you leave school? Have you got a long time to go yet? Or will you be?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I cannot hear you. Hello?
You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
No,
Oh,
ma'am.
I
I
think we might
can.
have...
I can now. No,
You can now. Oh,
I
good. How long is it until you will leave school? How long have you got to be a student for?
ma'am, actually maybe 7 months.
Okay, so you're near to what
Hello.
do you want to do when you leave school? What's your ambition?
Ma'am, my
Hello?
ambition is uh when I will leave school, I just start to work my goal. And my goal is an IPS. So I will work on that.
Oh, sorry, I missed some of that. I'm having trouble hearing you. Did you say you want to start with your own business? Did you say? I'm not quite sure.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, an officer.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I'm struggling to hear anything. It's like kind of
Hello.
breaking up. I'll try asking you something else to see if we can keep it going, but I may not be able to. It was about the lockdown question, really. What do you think has changed? What have you seen change in the last year while we've been locked down? Perhaps for yourself or for the world?
Ma'am, actually, now my sense very clean. And one thing I am missing in this lockdown, my school.
Your school, yes.
In this lockdown,
Yeah.
and
And you still go.
I'm feeling like I am alone.
Yeah. So you're missing your friends and just being at school, seeing people.
Yes.
I think that's been a big issue for younger people, particularly with this, hasn't it? Okay. Oh, I've lost you again. Can you still hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
I don't think. Oh, right. Okay. I'll ask you one more question then. What are your hobbies? Your best thing to do when you have spare
Ma'am,
time, when you're not.
I have already. Hello.
Hello. What do you like to
Hello,
do in your...
ma'am.
Hello. Can you not hear me?
Ma'am,
I'm not sure.
Hello. Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay. So can you tell me what your hobbies are? What do you like to do?
Ma'am, actually, my hobby is to writing.
Oh,
My
you're
hobby is
writing. So that's
writing.
your hobby as well as something. Yeah. Good. Oh, well, I hope you get to do lots of writing. It sounds fantastic. Okay, I'm just watching the time. I've got 2 more people to talk to, so I'm going to say bye-bye to you. And thank you very much for joining. Kushbu next.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am.
Excellent. Can you tell me something about yourself? Oh, hi, I can see you now. Hello. So, could you tell me something about you?
Yes, I'm a Khushbu. I'm a homemaker and I have completed my Master of Science. I'm a mother of 2 kids. I'm living in Kolkata, India.
Brilliant. So how old are your kids?
My son is 7 years old and my one little daughter, younger daughter, is 16 months.
Oh, wow. So you're very busy then with them, I'm sure. Yes. It's a very long time since mine were that little, but I remember it's hard work, isn't it? So so with the lockdown then, I guess your older child has been off school now for some time. What changes have you seen in lockdown? What do you think it's done to the world or to your own environment?
I saw many transformation, many changes in this lockdown period. COVID has changed our world inside or outside our houses. Maybe lots of changes with kids also. Stop schooling and online classes are doing at home all the time. Online classes in the morning time or maybe in the evening time. Or people become very lazy. and become very fat, and it's very
Yes.
healthy. All the things are going online, so it's a very unhygiene or maybe very unhealthy with kids or people.
Yes.
You all know that coronavirus has already changed the world, and we take lots of things like washing hands all the time and social distancing. We don't know what is the social distancing, but this COVID I learned what is the social distancing, meaning of social distancing
Yeah.
actually.
We've had some new words, haven't we? Social distancing and bubbles and all sorts of things that we never would have imagined, haven't we?
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's particularly hard with the children.
And
Um,
the things are going shut down: hotels, restaurants, gyms, schools, colleges, all the things, etc. Religious places also going to shut down in this COVID.
yeah.
And for me, I have already changed in this COVID. I have already changed, and I saw many changes in this COVID.
Yeah, I think some changes are good and some are not so good, and
Like
we're all looking forward to it being over, aren't we?
yes,
But
travels are going to be stopped, and all the thing railways and flights not very easy to travel with kids also.
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All the times living in home with kids with family members, or just call on the video call, or
Yeah.
maybe online classes. We are very close due to online classes and video,
Yes.
but it's very difficult also going bad things,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
technologies are coming due to this COVID, and we are all going through this.
Yes, we are. I mean, it's brought people together, I think, but we all want to get back to normal, don't we? It's a strange old thing, but hopefully 2021 it'll get better. Thank you. It's been lovely to talk to you, Kushbu. I've got one more person to talk to. No, I'm not sure what the name is. Is it Prapti?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Did I say your name right?
Yes, ma'am. It's Prapti only.
Prapti. Okay. Hello. Nice to meet you. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I am Prapti from India, and I'm pursuing media science, and I love traveling and roaming with friends. Yeah.
So lockdown must be very difficult for you. I mean, I love to
Yes,
travel
ma'am.
too, and it's
Yeah.
just been dreadful,
It's
really.
very difficult.
Yeah. So what have you been able to do? What changes have you seen then in over lockdown? How's it affected you in particular?
Ma'am, the main changes, or you can say the biggest disadvantage that happened in this lockdown is the economy came down.
Yeah.
And also the poor become more poor, and lot of people means lot of losses happen to the farmers, and also lot of people become jobless. But there is also many advantages, like the pollution has decreased to a great extent. Then
Yes.
people or children started giving time to their families, and also they focus on their health and hygiene. So yeah.
Yeah. So there's some good things that come out of it too, but yeah, it's certainly been a very strange time for everybody. So where do you see yourself in 5 years then? You're obviously busy studying and getting on in the world. So what would you like to do over the next 5 years?
Ma'am, I thought of becoming a editor, so I will see, or a photographer. So I guess I will see myself editor or photographer after 5 years.
Right, okay. So you're going to be very busy then. And what, just want to ask a bit more about what you want to do really. So where would you like to, you said you like traveling.
Yeah.
Would you like to actually go and live in a different part of the world, or do you just like to go away and then come back again to home?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I just wanted to know whether you said you like to travel. Are you interested in maybe traveling somewhere and living in a different part of the world in the future, or?
Ma'am, I would like to live in India only.
Okay, and but you like to travel and see places on.
Yeah, yeah.
So where have you been? Where's your favorite place that you've been to?
Ma'am, in India na. Ma'am,
Well, anywhere you've traveled to, have you been
ma'am,
out?
I have not gone out of India. So in India, the most lovely place means my favorite place is Jammu and Kashmir, which is in the north of India. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would love to go. I'd love to visit India. So maybe one day. It sounds really
Yeah,
wonderful.
ma'am, please. It's awesome.
On my list. As soon as we're allowed to go to places, I'll be right. Oh, I've run out of time. I think I've talked to everybody though. It's been really lovely to meet you all. I've really enjoyed talking to you all this week. And I'm off now. Well, almost off for Christmas because it's Christmas here soon. So I'm going to say Merry Christmas and lovely to meet you all. Thank you very, very much and have a lovely weekend. Okay. I have to go. All right. Bye.